What's going on, everybody? Ed0626 bringing you some Destiny 2 gameplay here. And when I got this game for free for PlayStation Plus way back when, last year in the fall, I didn't know what I was getting myself into originally. I actually didn't think I was even going to like this game, because the only reason I got the game was because a good portion of my friends played the game, and I was like, fuck it, why not, try it out. And I've actually grown to really enjoy this game over the last, several months that I've had it. There is one thing, though, that I can do without, and I think if you're reading the title of today's video, you can already imagine what it is. And it's Iron Banner. And when it comes to me and Iron Banner, it is a very abusive relationship, for lack of better terms. And I mean abusive in this way. And I've already mentioned how much I hate Crucible and how I think it's an absolute cancer to any form of multiplayer gaming. And if standard Crucible is a cancer, then Iron Banner must be AIDS, because that's how I feel every time I fucking play this game. Or Iron Banner specifically. It's a fucking shit show. It's a shit show of sweaty tryhards, just, trying to get their fucking loot and all this garbage. And I was just, when I first started playing Iron Banner, because Iron Banner is not something that is like, if you guys don't know, Iron Banner is something that like pops up every couple of months or something. It happens a couple times every season. And you get a shit ton of great loot from Iron Banner, don't get me wrong. I think the loot is probably one of the only reasons I play the game, other than to play with my friends. But in terms of like, trying to enhance my multiplayer experience, I don't consider Iron Banner to be that. It's really not something you want to enhance your multiplayer experience with. It's a literal fucking pain, and it took me the longest time to try and even consider, or not even consider, just try to even like find decent gameplay. Of course you're watching two gameplays here, and I have a very, very good one hopefully coming up in the future for a very special occasion. But in all legitimacy, it's, other than like a few decent gameplays here and there and some brief glimpses of greatness that I show off in future clips that I want to show you guys, I can't stand this mode because it's just such a sweaty fucking mode. And I've criticized the gaming community for, and esports for, like, instilling this, MLB wannabe tryhard sweat mentality. And that's how I feel every time I play Crucible, but it's especially prevalent when I get into Iron Banner, and it's an absolute pain. It really is. And although there are times, like the most recent Iron Banner that we had, it was somewhat fun because I really wasn't worrying about challenges. Like, as you can see here, I'm doing Saladin's, what was it called? Cast an Iron Bounty or Challenge, whatever the fuck it was called. And I was just so pissed off that I had to do these stupid challenges and use weapons that I don't typically like to use. I'm more of a pulse rifle and auto rifle player when it comes to any Crucible game, and having to force me to use these weapons that I don't particularly like is not really in my play style, and I just don't enjoy them all that much. And it actually really fucks with the actual game, because after I completed the actual challenge, and on the last days of the Iron Banner, our most recent Iron Banner, I cannot tell you how many people were still trying to do challenges. Some motherfuckers were doing stuff with hand cannons. Some motherfuckers were doing stuff with bows. Like, why? Why? Like, it's literally the last like 2 or 3 days of this shit. Like, why don't you just have fun? Like, people like that I can't stand. Ugh. It's a real pain. It really is. As you can see, I'm being an absolute sweat with the hard light, so I'm kind of becoming what I hate the most, to be honest. And really, honestly, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If I can get any advantage by using hard light, I will fucking take that advantage. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, and I just so casually get killed by a fucking bow user in the end of that gameplay, which I don't know why you're allowed to get killed in that shit. I think it's stupid, but that's just me. However, despite all my gripes with the Iron Banner, I really do think that there's some decent, like, atmospheric, how do I say, like, the atmosphere of Iron Banner is cool, because, and comparing Iron Banner to, like, standard Crucible, just the voice acting alone with Saladin versus Shaxx is like night and day. I'll be honest with you, I fucking can't stand the whole character of Lord Shaxx, and I know like some people might think that's sacrilegious, but I don't know why, but I feel like when I play Crucible, because it's such a life and death struggle half the time, I really want to feel that, and I feel like I get that when it comes to, you know, Iron Banner and Lord Saladin's voice acting, and how it's all about like the hunt and the wolves are coming after you, or you are the prey, or you're the hunter, you know, that sort of shit. Like, I like that atmosphere, I really do. It really is the epitome of what I think Crucible is, a literal life and death situation for most players, because that's how these fucking people play, and that's just a fact. I mean, there's really no way around it. So I could appreciate the fact that at least the atmosphere of Iron Banner feels a little bit more true to what I think Crucible is, and it's fun in that regard. I mean, honestly, do I go out of my way to play Iron Banner all the time? Not really. Half the time I forget it's even happening, because I'm really not so adept with the Destiny community and what is actually going on in terms of events and shit. So when an Iron Banner just happens to pop up, I'm just like, oh, it's Iron Banner. Okay. So that's really more or less how I feel when it comes to stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, I will say this much: the most recent Iron Banner I played, which is where I didn't get this gameplay, it was another one. I was playing with my buddy Hollow, who you guys obviously know through previous videos I posted in the past, and you know, I said to him, it's like, you know what, I'm kind of, you know, I kind of want to play some Iron Banner today, because I had already finished the challenges for Cast and Iron, and hating myself while I did it, but I had already finished the challenges, and at that point I just wanted to play to have some fun and, you know, test my skill and ability, which ended miserably, if I might add. But Hollow was like, you know what, yeah, let's do that. And meanwhile, this motherfucker's going, you know, he's got a 5.0, and I'm sitting here with a not even a 1.0 KD. And this fucking guy is not helping me in the matchmaking, because I'm pretty fucking sure that there's skill-based matchmaking in this game. And I'm sitting here like, Hollow, what the fuck are you doing? We're not supposed to be doing this good right now. So he's fucking going with a 5.0, and I gotta sit here and suffer with a bunch of sweats even when I don't play this game. I mean, I was playing this game for fun, man. What the hell? I don't know how the fuck I didn't get that guy. This is why I don't like using hand cannons. I can't stand... Again, this is why I can't stand challenges where they have to force me to play a certain way. Like this, Hard Light, I could fucking do this all day. I would much rather prefer, you know, pulse cannons and... or not pulse cannons, but pulse rifles and auto rifles compared to hand cannons, fusion rifles, and so on. But yeah, man, that's pretty much how I feel about Iron Banner. I don't know why it took me so long to make a video like this. As I've mentioned before, and as you can see in this gameplay, my relationship with Iron Banner is very, very abusive. It really is. It's like I'm literally getting my shit kicked in every time I log in. And I don't know how... I try my best to get better. It's not like I don't try. Like, I play Crucible occasionally, where I'm just like, ah, fuck it, let's just play some Crucible and see what I get, but see what happens. But a lot of the time, it's just me, you know, with my head in the sand, like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? Well, I'm getting fucked in the ass with some sort of, you know, exotic rifle, like the Recluse or the, or so on. Which is another sweat weapon I've come to run into quite often when it comes to Iron Banner and Crucible in general. But other than that, I mean, the loot, like I said, the loot is probably the only thing that really makes it all worth it for me. I mean, a lot of the time I really just put it in the trash because it's kind of useless for me. Actually, this game specifically, in the end, you're going to see I actually got a pair of, I actually got some exotic gauntlets. And I was like, oh shit, I got exotic out of this. That was pretty cool. Yeah, but that's how I felt a lot of the time. It was just, if I don't get any good loot, it feels like I just did this whole thing for nothing. And I will say this much, in my final point, I don't know if this is the same in Crucible, but, you know, there's the whole thing where, like, the Mercy Rule and shit. I'm pretty sure it's in standard Crucible, but I feel like Mercy Rule really plays well when it comes to Iron Banner. And again, that's the whole atmospheric aspect that I think fits this whole thing. I just like the fact that this is a whole life and death situation half the time, and, you know, the voice actor of Saladin really treats it that way. I kind of like Saladin better than Shaxx anyway. I think he's more of a badass motherfucker, but that's just me. As you can see, got my exotic for being absolute garbage. And I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. Follow me on all the social media stuff you see down in the description below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Peace out. Take care of yourselves, and most importantly, take care of each other. Until next hunt, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you soon.